So you do realize when you get a robocall, it's not one person with one computer reaching out. These are massive operations. And you also know by now that when you go on Amazon to buy something, they've even gotten themselves confused. Well, we often see a review of this chair works great in my living room, and in fact, the item is a sofa, or it could be more technical. But my point is, they get so many of these farms set up, feeding out data to make it look bigger and better than it is, or to approach people on a more massive level, or as we talked about last week, massive ransomware attacks. They're not going after you. They don't know who you are. They just want whatever nudge or slight or gate or eye hole that they can get into. And so they build massive farms, and buy off the shelf software, and then every millisecond they are spamming and spamming and spamming in every direction until they find a way in. And look, what we're going to look at today is the aspect of crypto mining and the massive operations that are being shut down around the world. So welcome to Digital Insecurity, crypto mining. Here we go. So this is Business Insiders. This came out 16 hours ago, and this is on MSN. Take a look inside this underground crypto mining farm in the Ukraine with its 3,800 PlayStations and 5,000 computers. Huh, did we have a shortage last year? Well, maybe they got a few of them. Ukraine police last week seized around 9,000 game consoles and computers in an illegal crypto mine. The mine was stealing as much as $250,000 in electricity every month, investigators stated. The police said it was the largest underground crypto mine to have been discovered in the Ukraine. A huge underground cryptocurrency mining operation has been busted by the Ukrainian police for allegedly stealing electricity from the grid. Now, I'm going to point out for any of us who do outsourcing for software services, right now, Ukraine is one of the top areas to go to. So, of course, we've got our locations that are really well known throughout India and throughout Russia. But Ukraine over the last few years has really stepped up as a prime partner, especially for anybody launching a tech startup. So here's another direction for them as well. Such illegal activity could lead to power surges and left people without electricity. Police said that the criminal proceedings had begun over the theft of water, electricity, and thermal energy. The mine was run by residents of Kiev and Vinnytsia, a city about 3 hours outside the capital. Photos released by state investigators show a cavernous room filled wall to wall with metal racks of neatly lined up computers and Sony's PlayStations. Along with the computers and consoles, officials said they also seized more than 500 graphic cards, 50 processors, and documentation on the site's electricity consumption. They also took notebooks, phones, and flash drives. You know what's interesting here? They didn't quite mention people. And from the looks at this, at least from this image, who knows if this is an image taken at this location, it looks to me not so much as cavernous, but rather brick walls that could be any dark warehouse. But again, the issue that they're stating here isn't the crypto mining, it's the theft of electricity and other resources. Again, partial story. But let's go over here and dig a little bit deeper. In 2017, China banned cryptocurrency trading. China had already lost its position as a global cryptocurrency trading center after Beijing banned crypto exchanges in 2017. Eventually, China will lose crypto computing power to foreign markets as well, predicting the rise of US and European mining pools. So from there, we want to look at 2 weeks ago, MSNBC via CNBC reported, Microsoft News via CNBC reported China shuts down crypto mining projects in the Southeast. So let's take a peek at that. This is on NASDAQ.com. And this is July 1st, so we're looking at less than 2 weeks ago. Namrata Sen Chanda from the Motley Fool, how China's crypto crackdown could change Bitcoin mining. Digital currencies crashed hard following China's latest regulatory blow against them, wiping out nearly 400 billion in total market value. But as China tightens its rules for Bitcoin, more of the currency's miners seem ready to move to friendlier locales. And investors who sell now amid the shock and fallout of China's choices might miss out on a brighter future. Bitcoin's great leap backward. On June 21st, the People's Bank of China urged payment firms and banks to scrutinize and shut down the accounts of individuals involved in crypto transactions. Earlier, the government authorities also announced a crackdown on crypto mining operations in the Sichuan province. These developments are the latest stringent crypto regulations China has imposed in recent months. According to SupChina, China's mining pools, Ant Pool, F2 Pool, Huobi Pool, and Poolin contributed over 50% of the global Bitcoin processing power in the last 12 months. So you can understand why. In the wake of these, Bitcoin dropped to 28.6. Remember, I think it was, here it says 34.9. I thought I saw it around 50. I did not double check that before I pulled this up. So you can understand why in the wake of these action, Bitcoin dropped to 28.6, its lowest level since start of 2021. After recovering that initial stock, it now trades at 34.9, still 81% below its highest level, April 12th of 2021. China controls nearly 70% of the world's Bitcoin mining capacity with more than 100,000 miners. 100,000. Where have we heard about mining before? So of course, globally, we've got mining all over the planet, which is really, well, related to the DUMBs that individuals have looked at. But of course, we had a gold rush as an example, and the mass of people who flocked to it. And for some, it was the glitter in their eyes of a hope of striking it rich. And for some, it was just really a move towards survival. And on our planet right now, we are reaching that direction. Hey, as I'm doing that, go ahead and look in the lower left-hand corner there. You saw all the cookies and tracking that's coming up right now as the handshakes are coming through and processing Google information. And you'll note that I'm not on a Google browser. I am currently using a Bing browser. So you can see that as well here. Okay, so China controls nearly 70% of the world's Bitcoin mining capacity with more than 100,000 miners, but 90% of those miners have shut down their operations in the wake of the crackdown. Dealing crypto hash rates, the collective computational power running the network, and a measure of how swiftly and smoothly it runs, and how much effort it takes to mine new coins. A serious blow. Bitcoin's hash rate plunged nearly 40% from the beginning of June through June 29th, reaching its lowest level in 13 months. Even rival currency Ethereum reacted to the crackdown. But by the end of June, its hash rate had dropped more than 20% from its May high. So if you want to go more in detail into what's going on there, very interesting direction. As we're trying to figure out the fiat currency that we use, for instance, here in the United States, is hitting a huge inflation period thanks to massively printing. And as we know, the funds haven't really been printed, right? They're just funds that are made available in paper or in a computer. It's basically the same thing, except for Bitcoin is tied to a limited structure with some organization, and the dollar, although it is illegal for you to sit in your home and print off $100 bills, somehow those who are occupying the white location are able to print $1 trillion bills at a time and share it with their friends. So here we go. It's very interesting, the crypto mining locations that are being shut down at this point. I think it really has less to do about electricity and more to do about control. Because I don't know about you and I, but we know how to run the budgets in our house. And if you're electricity bill comes in maybe $100 more than normal or $100,000 more than normal, you're going to at least inquire. By the looks of this operation, they've been around a long time, and they are tied into a grid from the sense of this. They're not running solar. So through the grid, the electrical plant would know the surge of electricity month over month. And at the first month that happened, this would have been shut down if it was really about the crypto mining. I'm sorry, about the electrical use. It's not. There's a lot more here. So as we move forward with our notions of digital insecurity, if you've got some suggestions on why crypto mining is being shut down around the planet, certainly open to that in the comments below. So this is digital insecurity, crypto mining, massive operations being shut down around the world.